Hey guys, it's Joe, PCG Consulting. Wanted to let you take a look at what I'm looking at. Got a lead here, Ford ADF XML lead came in 11:27 at 7:57, so pretty much closing time. Came in late at night, and you can see the lead. Gives you demographics, about the income and that type of person. Sometimes it's good to pay attention to that. Anyway, 11:28 next day, so that's a Thursday, that's Friday, if I've got that correct. Make sure, yep, Thursday and Friday. So it came in closing time. Next morning, 9 o'clock, looks like we send the pricing template. Let's open that up, take a look, and good job, Marshall, sending out your three. Um, Hopefully you've got your aggressive pricing in there. It looks like your pricing is MSRP. Well, that might be something you want to consider if you're going to continue to do because you might not get any action out of that. So anyway, let's see if I can get out of here now. I've got this little thing blocking me here. So okay, so good job. Sent it the next morning. So we're in day one. Email one, phone call one should go out. So 10 o'clock on 10/29. So we didn't call this customer until Saturday at 10 o'clock. It says no answer. Marshall Walker. Kind of curious as to why we didn't call it before. So day one, email and phone call, or should be day one. And then day one, second email, second phone call, 4 hours later. So we had time that day to follow the process, but it looks like we didn't get to a second email until Saturday about the time of that phone call. And let's see what that email is. And that email is the pricing template. We should be sending the Why Me. We've already sent pricing. Let's just look at something here. We sent that, and then we sent this. So looks like it's a different variety of cars, but not sure why we're sending that. And everything's MSRP anyway, looks like. So, okay. We're sending MSRP. No special pricing or internet pricing. That's fine. You're probably not going to get a big response. And then you have two pricing templates that went out. And then the Why Me email went out 11:55. Okay, so day one is 2 emails, 2 phone calls. First phone call, first email is pricing. Second phone call is the follow-up 4 or 5 hours later. Did you get my pricing? And the Why Me is supposed to be about 4 or 5 hours later also, just to give people a chance to maybe open up something if they didn't get the pricing. And then my scheduled follow-up phone call is on 12/2. Okay, so that is, today is Tuesday, or excuse me, Monday. 12/2 is Tuesday. Not sure why that is set up that way. I've got a typed out linear process instead of the up and down flow chart that I will present to you guys tomorrow. I had one store requested it because they said they had some people that were not visual learners. And what it helps is just to remind you day one what all is supposed to take place, day two, and it's just typed out on a nice 2 column sheet, one sheet. Obviously, this is not the follow-up process. And this is one example with Marshall. James Johnson here, Corpus Christi. He's got a Hotmail account, and it's a Ford Direct lead, so I wouldn't think it's completely junk. If we look at the audit trail, it's only showing us one activity that was actually done. So I'm not real sure why we're not following the process. Day one, day two, any day could be straddled over, especially day one. I mean, if a lead comes in late at night like that, you're obviously going to have day one straddle over the next day. I would have probably tried to fire it off my email that night because obviously he was at home or somewhere where he entered this darn thing. And then we tried to call in the morning and got a voicemail at 10 o'clock. Most people that are working, this says here average age is 68% of the homeowners. Might have been retired, so I'm not real sure. It says retired homeowners, so maybe they were home. But most people at 10 o'clock are usually busy with work or whatever they're doing, maybe volunteer work. Just one of those things you just got to take a look at. I know we're busy taking a lot of inbound calls, and I understand that Marshall's probably doing that, but we're blowing the leads that we got coming in a little bit because retail MSRP pricing and then no true follow-up process other than a couple of spotty things. But then I sent two pricings in a row there. I didn't kind of really give myself a chance to connect with the guy. Remember, it's all about connection to convert that to communication to where you go for the appointment. If she is good on the phone at getting people in, awesome. How great would she be at getting people on the phone that are already connected with us on a lead? Low-hanging fruit is great. It'll get you some production. Low-hanging fruit is great because, to get some deals closed. But internet business is about that pipeline. And if we're just going after the low-hanging fruit, especially with inbound calls, we're not keeping up with the lead base, which I was suspecting. And this is a little bit of evidence to see that there. Anyway, I'm here in Corpus Christi. It is Monday night. I'll be there tomorrow morning, and we'll take a look at some of these together and review these numbers, okay? I'm under the impression that you're closing about 6%. So we moved the needle from the 4 or 5% before, but not where we need to be. So anyway, good job on the parts that we did well, and let's be open to correcting some of the things that we need to correct that we're seeing there. Without a true follow-up process, I can't tell you whether or not what you're doing is successful, other than the numbers are saying probably not. Anyway, I will see you guys soon. Thanks.